cheese is a favorite in every American kitchen. On pizza, burgers, salads, or a simple grilled sandwich. But after 60, the wrong choice can silently damage your kidneys every single day. That's why today's video matters. We're not talking about giving up cheese forever. You don't have to. We're talking about being smart, because some cheeses are packed with hidden sodium, phosphorus, and additives that quietly push your blood pressure up, weaken your bones, and strain your kidneys without warning. And yet, there are safer, delicious options you can enjoy without guilt. In this video, you'll discover the top 4 worst cheeses for your kidneys after 60, and the 4 best swaps that can protect your health while still keeping flavor on your plate. Stay tuned, because the slice you love most may not love you back. Let's begin with one of the most common cheeses in American households. American cheese. Those familiar yellow slices stacked in neat plastic wrappers. They melt perfectly on burgers, grilled sandwiches, and even breakfast toast, which is why so many seniors reach for them without a second thought. But hidden beneath the creamy texture is a dangerous load for aging kidneys. Just one slice can contain nearly 470 milligrams of sodium and more than 140 milligrams of phosphorus, often from inorganic phosphate additives. Unlike natural phosphorus found in whole foods, these additives are absorbed almost completely into the bloodstream. That means even small amounts can quickly overload kidneys that are already less efficient after 60. Sodium builds up, pulling in extra fluid, raising blood pressure and damaging the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys. At the same time, excess phosphorus disrupts calcium balance, weakening bones, and causing deposits in arteries. Take the story of George, a 66-year-old retired truck driver. For decades, his morning routine was simple: 2 slices of toast, each topped with a layer of American cheese. He believed it was a quick source of calcium, but during a routine checkup, his lab tests showed rising creatinine and borderline high blood pressure. His doctor explained that the phosphate additives in processed cheese were accelerating the strain on his kidneys. "I thought I was eating something harmless," George recalled, "but it was quietly working against me." The good news is you don't have to give up creamy, comforting flavors. George made one small change. He swapped his American cheese for plain cream cheese and occasionally ricotta. Within a few months, his blood pressure improved and his kidney numbers stabilized. He still enjoyed his toast, but now it supported his health instead of harming it. The lesson is simple. American cheese may look harmless and taste familiar, but after 60, it can quietly become one of the worst traps for your kidneys. Choose wisely. Your breakfast sandwich can still be delicious without the hidden risks. And next, we'll uncover another cheese that looks elegant but carries an equally salty surprise. Next on the list is a cheese many Americans consider healthy because it's often linked to the Mediterranean diet: Feta cheese. You see it sprinkled over Greek salads at diners, folded into wraps from Costco, or crumbled onto flatbreads at trendy cafes. It looks light and elegant, but the reality is far saltier than most realize. Feta is one of the saltiest cheeses you can buy. A typical serving can pack over 1,100 to 1,700 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams, an enormous load for kidneys after 60. Sodium doesn't just raise blood pressure, it also pulls water into the bloodstream, creating extra volume that forces the kidneys to work harder every hour of the day. Over time, this relentless pressure weakens the delicate blood vessels inside the kidneys and reduces their ability to filter waste. And when kidney function drops, phosphorus builds up in the blood, causing bone loss, itchy skin, and calcium deposits in arteries. Consider the case of Linda, a 62-year-old retired teacher. To keep meals light, she prepared a Greek salad with olives, cucumbers, and a big handful of feta almost every afternoon. Within a year, Her doctor noticed her blood pressure creeping up despite her active lifestyle. Lab tests also showed early signs of kidney stress. What she thought was a heart-healthy choice was quietly eroding her kidney health. The problem isn't only the cheese itself. Feta is rarely eaten alone. It's paired with salty companions like olives, processed pastry, or seasoned meats. This combination creates what doctors call a sodium storm, overwhelming older kidneys with more than they can handle. To make matters worse, mass-produced feta often contains phosphate-based preservatives to extend shelf life. These inorganic phosphates are absorbed almost completely, unlike the natural phosphorus in whole foods, delivering an extra hidden burden. So, what's the smarter choice? Swap feta for soft goat cheese or low-sodium ricotta. Both deliver a tangy flavor and creamy texture without the dangerous salt overload. Add herbs, lemon juice, or roasted garlic to bring brightness to your meals without harming your kidneys. The lesson is simple. Don't let feta's elegant appearance fool you. After 60, it can be one of the most deceptive cheeses for your kidneys. And if you think smaller, harder cheeses are safer, the next one will surprise you even more. Now let's look at Parmesan, a cheese many seniors believe is harmless because they only use a little sprinkle. But Parmesan is no ordinary topping. It is one of the most concentrated cheeses, and that concentration brings hidden risks for your kidneys after 60. 1 ounce of Parmesan contains nearly 390 milligrams of sodium, close to 200 milligrams of phosphorus, and over 9 grams of protein. While those numbers may not sound extreme, remember that Parmesan is almost always added on top of a full meal, pasta with sauce, pizza slices, or even soups that are already salty. This layering effect pushes sodium and phosphorus intake far higher than you realize, creating a triple burden for aging kidneys. The danger grows with pre-grated Parmesan sold in shakers at every grocery store. To prevent clumping, many brands add disodium phosphate, an inorganic additive absorbed almost completely into the bloodstream. Unlike natural phosphorus from whole foods, these additives quickly spike phosphate levels, and kidneys over 60 cannot regulate them effectively. The result is mineral loss from bones, hardening of arteries, and faster kidney decline. Take an example from Maria, 68, who loved her weekly pasta nights with family. She sprinkled Parmesan generously, thinking it was a light touch, but her lab results showed elevated phosphate and early vascular calcification. Her doctor explained that Parmesan, even in small shavings, was acting like a hidden accelerator of kidney stress. Maria was shocked. I thought the danger was in fast food, not in my pasta topping. The good news is that flavor doesn't have to disappear. Many kidney specialists recommend nutritional yeast, which mimics the savory umami taste of Parmesan with minimal sodium and no phosphate additives. Another option is grinding walnuts or cashews with garlic and herbs, a delicious, heart-healthy substitute that protects your kidneys. The lesson is clear. Parmesan may look harmless, but after 60, even small amounts can carry a heavy impact. What you sprinkle casually on top may quietly weigh down your kidneys. And next, we'll uncover a cheese that looks refined and gourmet, but hides a danger most seniors never suspect. Finally, let's talk about blue cheese, the strong, veined variety many seniors enjoy on crackers, salads, or as a creamy dressing. Its bold flavor makes meals feel gourmet, but for kidneys after 60, blue cheese can quietly be one of the most harmful choices. 1 ounce carries about 325 milligrams of sodium, 110 milligrams of phosphorus, and nearly 6 grams of protein. On its own, those numbers may look moderate, but the way blue cheese is used, crumbled into salads, blended into dips, or melted into sauces, means portions can quickly add up. Seniors often underestimate the serving size, and the salty, tangy punch encourages overuse. The result is a significant daily sodium and phosphorus load, stressing kidneys that are already vulnerable. What makes blue cheese particularly concerning is the aging process. These cheeses are ripened with mold cultures that create byproducts challenging for weakened immune systems, something common in people with chronic kidney disease. For older adults with reduced kidney function, those byproducts can worsen inflammation and increase fatigue. On top of that, some commercial brands add phosphate-based preservatives like sodium phosphate or disodium phosphate to maintain texture. These additives are absorbed almost fully, spiking phosphorus levels in the blood and accelerating vascular calcification. Consider Harold, a 70-year-old retiree who loved wedge salads with blue cheese dressing at his local diner. He thought he was making a lighter choice than fried foods, but after several months, his blood pressure climbed. His ankles began to swell, and his labs showed early-stage kidney disease. When his doctor traced the problem back to his daily blue cheese dressing, Harold was stunned. "I never thought a salad topping could do this," he admitted. The good news is you can still enjoy rich, flavorful spreads without the hidden danger. Soft goat cheese delivers a tangy profile with far less sodium and phosphorus. You can also create dips from avocado blended with lemon and herbs, offering creaminess without kidney strain. The lesson is clear. Blue cheese may look elegant, but after 60, it can be one of the most deceptive and dangerous cheeses for your kidneys. And now that we've covered the worst offenders, it's time to turn to the cheeses that can actually help protect your health. After exposing the cheeses that can silently harm your kidneys, let's shift to one that offers relief. Cream cheese. Often overlooked, this soft, spreadable cheese is surprisingly gentle on kidneys and can be a smart choice for seniors over 60. A standard 2-tablespoon serving of plain cream cheese contains only about 96 milligrams of sodium, 32 milligrams of phosphorus, and less than 2 grams of protein. Compared with processed or aged cheeses, that is a fraction of the load. For kidneys that filter less efficiently with age, this light profile means less strain, lower risk of fluid retention, and reduced phosphate buildup. Cream cheese is also naturally low in potassium, an added benefit for anyone managing chronic kidney disease where potassium spikes can be dangerous. Unlike Parmesan or American cheese, cream cheese rarely contains phosphate-based preservatives. The plain, unflavored versions sold in stores like Walmart or Costco are typically free of additives, making them safer choices. Just be careful with flavored or whipped versions, which may sneak in extra salt or stabilizers. Always check labels and stick to plain options when possible. Consider Sarah, a 64-year-old grandmother who switched from her usual cheddar slices on toast to a thin layer of cream cheese with cucumbers. Within months, her blood pressure stabilized, swelling in her ankles reduced, and she reported feeling less sluggish after breakfast. She still enjoyed creamy texture, but without the heavy load on her kidneys. Practical use is simple. Spread cream cheese on whole grain toast, pair it with fresh fruit like strawberries or blueberries, or mix it with garlic and herbs for a savory dip. It also works as a lighter base for wraps, offering satisfaction without overwhelming your kidneys. The key takeaway is that cheese doesn't have to disappear from your plate. Cream cheese proves you can keep richness and flavor while protecting kidney health. It's a reminder that small swaps can bring big results. And next, we'll reveal another kidney-friendly cheese that delivers bold taste with surprisingly low sodium. Not every cheese harms your kidneys. In fact, some can be gentle enough to protect your health after 60 while still giving you the flavors you enjoy. Here are 3 of the best kidney-friendly cheeses that can fit easily into an American diet. Goat cheese, soft. Soft goat cheese is tangy, creamy, and surprisingly safe for kidneys. A 1-ounce serving has only about 103 milligrams of sodium, 72 milligrams of phosphorus, and just 7 milligrams of potassium. That makes it one of the best options for older adults concerned about potassium spikes. It also offers moderate protein without overwhelming the kidneys. Spread it on whole grain crackers, add it to roasted vegetables, or pair it with a fresh garden salad. You get rich flavor without the hidden risks. Swiss cheese. This classic cheese with holes is naturally lower in sodium than most varieties, with only about 54 milligrams per ounce. At the same time, it provides 7.5 grams of protein and a moderate phosphorus level. Its natural fermentation reduces the need for additives, which makes it gentler on aging kidneys. Swiss cheese melts beautifully, so it works well in omelets, turkey sandwiches, or warm soups. When eaten in mindful portions, it satisfies cravings without adding excessive sodium. Ricotta, part skim. Ricotta is often called the kidney-friendly champion. A quarter-cup serving contains only 26 milligrams of sodium, 49 milligrams of phosphorus, and 3.5 grams of protein. That makes it one of the lightest cheeses available for people with declining kidney function. It is also extremely versatile. Ricotta can be spread on toast with berries and cinnamon for breakfast, or layered into vegetable lasagna for a creamy, satisfying texture without the heavy mineral load. Consider Nancy, a 70-year-old retiree who replaced her daily cheddar with goat cheese and ricotta. Within a few months, her swelling decreased, her blood pressure normalized, and she felt more energy in her mornings. She told her family, "I never imagined cheese could make such a difference." The lesson is simple. Seniors do not need to give up cheese. By choosing goat cheese, Swiss, and ricotta, you can keep enjoying creamy flavors while protecting your kidneys every single day. We began this journey with a simple question: can cheese protect or harm your kidneys after 60? By now, the answer is clear. Certain cheeses, like American, Feta, Parmesan, and Blue, are loaded with sodium, phosphorus, and additives that silently raise blood pressure, weaken bones, and accelerate kidney decline. They may look harmless on your plate, but inside your body, they quietly add up to real risk. The good news is you do not have to abandon cheese. Smarter swaps can transform your meals without sacrificing flavor. Cream cheese, goat cheese, Swiss, and ricotta are lighter in sodium and phosphorus, easier on aging kidneys, and still versatile enough to keep breakfast, lunch, and dinner satisfying. These options prove that enjoying creamy, rich textures can go hand in hand with protecting your health. Remember, your kidneys have served you faithfully for decades, filtering gallons of blood every single day. After 60, they deserve protection. Every choice matters, from the cheese on your toast to the toppings on your salad. Small changes can mean the difference between slow decline and lasting strength. So let me ask you, which cheese surprised you the most today? And which one will you start swapping this week? Share your answer in the comments. Your story could inspire another senior to make a life-saving change. And do not forget to subscribe. In our next video, I will reveal 3 everyday breakfast habits that can quietly raise creatinine and how you can reverse the damage before it shows up in your lab results. Your kidneys are worth every effort. Let's take care of them together.